Hi, folks. I thought I'd bring you some History Maker golf for this morning. And I am playing at Kapalua. Paul Selzinger is doing the Play Games tournament, which he always does. Paul's one of my favorite guys at the Play Conference. Super friendly, just a very welcoming person. And I always love going into it. Allows me to pull this game out. I never play this game enough. This is probably one of my favorite games. It's so ingenious. But I'm a bit of a hockey, baseball nut, so I'm usually playing those games. I love football too, so I find red, white, and blue racing and the golf game I don't get out enough. So I'm going to jump right in and teach as I go. First thing you do is you roll your 5 dice. You take out the white die and the decider die. And the white die you check against the course. Now, if the white die is mentioned here, you're going to go down to the card. If it was a 6, you would get a free chip, and you would just move on to the next hole, and you'd take a par for it. But this time it's a 1. A 1 here means we need to go to the golf card. And so we read the black and the gray dice, and it's a 23. So 23 means I am in the rough, and it's a par 4, and it's my second shot. So in the book, I would go to rough, par 4, second shot. And then I'm going to index the green dice. So the green die is a 2. So I go 4.2, number 2, it says, am I a master? And here are my traits. I guess I should highlight them. I am gold. I am a hero. I am semi-laser, semi-legend, semi-sandy for this tournament. So at Play Games, they give you a little card. You pick it out. This is the one I went with. So 4-2. And a 2, I'm a master, I am not a master. So it says, otherwise, nicely lofted the green, moderate putt for par. So a moderate putt would be, take a look on this chart, moderate putt for par is a 1 to 5. So I'm going to roll the white die. If I get a 1 to 5, I get a par, and I do, I get a par. So I start off, first round, it's a par 73, and I shot a 73. So we're going to go to the next hole in Kapalua. Winds coming from the ocean wreak havoc with the tee shot, and I roll, so a 4, and the Saturday die is blank, so it's a 4, so I have to go to this card, and I'm looking at a 24. So 24 means I am on the fairway. I have a block, so I'm on the fairway. It's a par 3, and I look at number 2. So par 3, number 2 says cordial hole. It is not a cordial hole. Daunting hole, it is not. So it says quietly efficient, easy putt for par, and it's got a symbol for moderate. And if the course controls, then you have to use that moderate. So the course is controlling, so it's going to be a moderate putt for par. So moderate putt for par is 1 to 5. So I'm going to roll for a moderate putt. Oh, and I miss it. I miss my moderate putt. Oh, geez. So now it is going to be a bogey. So 6-6 is a miss, and I do get a bogey. So not a good start. It's a par 3. I take a 4 on that one, and we go on to the third hole. Next, it's a par 4 here at Kapalua. And here's the roll. It's a 2. So this time I am going to the book this time. So you go to the book and you go to par 4. So here's the book. You can see it's a par 4. It index all these different things. So you rank the dice. So 5, 5, 6. So 5, 5, 6 would read, am I a legend? And if you take a look, I'm a semi-legend, but I don't get on the decider die. So that would be a no. So the answer is a no for that. Am I a hacker? I am not. So I'm going to go to the experience chart. So I'm going to go to the experience chart in the back of the book. And experience chart and par 4. And I'm reading the green die is a 4. So par 4 hole. Green die is a 5. Am I a prospect? I am not a prospect. So it's going to be a moderate putt for birdie. Moderate putt for birdie is a 1 to 2. Can I pull it off? I don't, so I miss it. So now I'm going for an easy putt for par. A 6-6 is a miss, and I get it. So I par that one. I now have a 4. And I'm hoping my phone doesn't run out, so I'm going to try and get as much as I can in here before I run out of memory on my phone. And we're going to par 4. And we roll, and I get a 6. So whenever you get a 6, you get a chip. And the chip will help you with your putting and course control if you want. And I just go on to the next hole. So rolling a 6 white is pretty awesome. You want to build up your chips. Oh, and I just drop the dice down on the table. Pick it up. Next one is a 3. So if I take a look at it, I have control and the course does not have control. I rank my dice. It'd be a 3, 4, 6. So I'm going to hole number 5, 3, 4, 6. So when I get there, it would look like this, 3, 4, 6. Is it a firm green? It is not a firm green. So I am going on the putting green. And so on the putting green, it's a 5. And I'm looking at a 6. Is it a friendly green or laser golfer? It is a friendly green. So I have a clutch putt for birdie. And I am a gold putter. So 1 to 5 on clutch putts. If I make it, I also get a chip. Just don't roll a 6. So I get a chip and I get a birdie. So I get a 5 here. It's going to put a plus. And I go on to the next hole. Hole number 6 here at Kapalua. It is par 4 and I roll a 1. So it's going to be over to the book. It's going to be, I control it. And a 2, 2, 6. 2, 2, 6 reads yeoman or gilded. I am not either one of those. Am I a champion? No, I'm not. So I'm going to the green. And on the green, I have a 2. So I read par 4. I read a 2. Is it a friendly green? It is a friendly green. So clutch putt for birdie. So I'm having some luck here. Just need to make this clutch putt, 1 to 5. I make it and I get a chip. So I pick up another birdie. So I'm doing pretty well here. Pretty hot in these last 2 holes. And we're going to come up to the next one. You can see the game plays really fast. We have a 2. So a 2, I got to go to the golf course. The golf course has control of 55. So I'm in the rough on 1. So in the rough, par 4, number 1. And the green die is a 3. So am I a workman? I am not a workman. So digs out from the rough with a solid iron to the other fridge of the green. Easy second putt for par. So an easy putt for par. I'll roll these 2. 6, 6 is a miss, and I make it. So I par number 7, and I go on to the next hole. And par 3, and I roll a 2. So I'm going to the course is going to control, and I get a 26. I can also spend a chip to get control. I kind of like to use the chips for putting. So 26, I'm on the fairway, and we're looking at a 3, and green die is a 3. Is it a cordial hole? It is not. Daunting hole, it is not. Clutch putt for par. So again, my gold golfer coming in handy, and I make it 1 to 5. So clutch putt for par. I make the clutch putt, and I pick up a par. So I now have a 3 on that one, and I go into hole number 9. Probably should spend a chip. This is, I think I'll keep going. So we got a 2. So I'm going to the book, par 5, and I'm looking at a 155. 155 says, am I a champion? I am not a champion. So I've got to go to mood. So I'm going to go to mood in the back of the book. And it's a par 5. Green die is a 5. Am I stormy? I am not stormy. So it's going to be a moderate putt for birdie. So moderate putt for birdie. I might just spend 2 chips. Can you spend 2 chips, or can you? Yeah, I think you can spend 2 chips. Yeah, 2 chips per hole. I'm going to spend them both. So moderate putt for birdie is 1 to 2. So one chip would boost it to 1 to 4. I roll a lot of 6s, so I'm going to go for a 6-6 miss for a birdie. I got lots of chips. So 6-6 is a miss. I'm going to make it so I get a birdie, and that will be a 4 to finish it off. And so what do I have here? I've got an 8. An 8 is 16. That'd be 20, 27, 30. I shoot a 34 on the front 9 as we go to the back 9. And I think my mood, I have these chips from Travis Jansen. These are really cool. It's got all sorts of different things. I think my mood is going to pick up. Since I'm not stormy, I'd be sunny, I believe is what they have. So I think because I made it, I am sunny. So I'm just going to put down the sunny chip here for myself. Since I made it, if I would have missed it, I would have been stormy, if I understand it right. We're going to hole number 10. We're going to roll, and we got a 1. So I am going to control it. We're going to 4. And we're looking at a 346. So 4, 346. Bomber or dynamic? I am not a bomber or dynamic. I overshoot the green, but not by much. I'm going to the flag. So I go to the flag. My short game is a 4. Am I a stone? I am not. So contour the green, played expertly. Easy putt for par. So I have an easy putt for par. So 6-6 is a miss. And I nail it, so I pick up a 4 here, and I'm going on to the next hole. Hole number 11, Spectacular Ocean View. It's a par 3, and I get a 2, so I'm going back to the book. Par 3, and I'm looking at a 155. 155, am I a champion? I am not a champion. So I've got to go to mood, and now since I made the last one, I'm in a sunny mood. So I'm going to go par 3, number 5. Am I stormy? I'm not stormy because I made it last time. Moderate putt for birdie. So again, I think I'm going to use my 2 chips. Or should I just use 1 to get it 1 to 4? Maybe I'll use 1 chip. Try it this time. The other thing, if I use 2, I'm going to stay sunny. Should I use 2 to sort of guarantee it? I think I will. I'm going to use both. So that will mean a 6-6 is a miss for the birdie. I'm going to make the birdie. I'll stay sunny. So a birdie would give me a 2 on that one. And I'm out of chips as we come down to the back straightaway. Number 11, I got a 1. So I'm going to the book again and par 4 and have a 135. So 135 on par 4 reads duffer or puny. I am not. Utility, I am not. So I'm going to go to the now chart. So on the now chart, par 4, I rolled a 1. Am I cold? I'm not cold. I'm actually semi-hot from last time. There's a hot from Travis's things. Maybe semi-hot, I put it like this. So I'm not cold, so it's a gimme putt for a birdie. So a gimme putt for a birdie is I miss on a 6-6. Having a great second round. I'm going to make it here, so I'm going to get a birdie on this one. So now I am hot because I've had 2 birdies in a row. And we're going on to number 13. It's a great second round for me here. We got a 1. I'm going to the book again, number 4, and I got a 266. 266. Am I a king or a shaper? I am not. Am I a champion? I am not. So I'm going to the now chart. Lots of now chart stuff. And par 4, number 6. Am I hot? I am hot because I've had 2 birdies the last 2 holes. I got my little hot chip right there. Moderate putt for birdie. So moderate putt for birdie is a 1 to 2 on the white die. Let's see if I can roll this. And I miss. So it is now going to be an easy putt for par. So 6-6 is a miss, and I'm going to par the hole. So I get a par hole. I go back to being semi-hot in the last 2 holes, and we're going on to number 14. par 4. And we got a 3, which means I'm going to the book, which is 4, means I control, which is good. And we got a 2, 2, 2. 4, 2, 2, 2, special result. We're going to the back of the book to the special result. And level 1, par 4, I got to re-roll 2 dice. So I'll read it. Maybe I'll read it black and white. Level 1, here we go. It's a 55. Roll again, level 2. So I'm going to go level 2, par 4. Let's see what we get. We get a 26. Ball is moved. Did anyone see it? Honestly, take an extra stroke bogey, but golfer is sunny the rest of the round, so I'm already sunny. Or say nothing, score a par, and I'm storming for the rest of the round. Oh, geez. Let's take the par. Let's take the par, and I'll be stormy. So I take the par. I don't say nothing. I keep my mouth shut, and I take a par. Kind of casual golfer anyway. Usually got a couple beers on the course. So with some buddies, I don't think they would care unless we're playing for money. Then I wouldn't have done it. Next one. We're going to go 3. So we're going back to the book. Par 5. We're going to read a 145 from the book. So 145 on par 5 reads, am I a duffer? I am not a duffer. Am I a hacker? I am not a hacker. Is it a firm green? It is not a firm green. So I am on the green. So par 5, number 1. Is it a challenging green? It is not. Scatter golfer. I am not. Clutch putt for birdie. So 1 to 5, I make it. And I miss it. So I'm going to take a red chip for missing it. I miss the clutch putt for birdie. And so now it will be, you go 1 level up, it'll be an easy putt for par. So 6, 6 is a miss. So I get the par, but I pick up a red chip, which I'll probably use on hole 17 as it's difficult. And here comes the next roll on 16. Okay, we got a 3, so I'm going back to the book. I control par 4. It's going to be a 1-1-3. Am I a scatter golfer? I'm not. I'm a hacker? I'm not. So it's going to be a moderate putt for birdie. So moderate putt for birdie. I'm going to need a 1 or a 2, and I miss it, which means an easy putt for par. 6, 6 is a miss, and I am going to par that hole. So I get a 4 here. I go on to 17, and I'm going to use my chip to go to this hole. I'm probably going to get it anyway, so that's why I'm going to use the chip to automatically go there. So it doesn't really matter what this white die is. I'm going here, and I have a 13, which means I'm on the fairway, which is okay. If I understand the game a lot, I don't play it enough, so don't really know. And par 4, number 5, even though I love this game. Is it a daunting hole? It is not. The decider die is blank, so it's not daunting. Not a scatter golfer. Clutch putt for birdie. So I could pick up a birdie here. Don't roll a 6. I do. I pick up a birdie, and I get a blue chip for the clutch putt. And we're going to 18 to finish things off. Let's see how we do. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Next round, it is a 1. So I have control on 5. We're going to read 2, 2, 3. So 2, 2, 3 on 5 is, am I a legend? I am. Oh, I am a legend. I have the decider die, and I'm here. So 2, 2, 3, I'm a legend. I get a star. We're going to the white star, so I will pick up a chip. And the white star reads, it's a 3 on the green die, a hero or a champion. I am a hero. So I can go for it. Possible eagle putt or safe approach for birdie. Should I go for it? Yeah, let's go for it. I got 2 chips. I might as well. Let's go for it. Yes, let's give it a whirl here. A roll of 5. That's not good. There's trouble. Bailed out by a 3rd shot to the green. Difficult putt for birdie. So a difficult putt for birdie is a 1. I'm going to cash in both chips. So I'm going to go from difficult putt to an easy putt. So 1 to 4, easy putt for birdie. 1 to 4, and I make it. So I get a birdie on the last hole. And let's see how I did here. We add up the scores. I've got a 6 and a 7, which is 13. 4 would be 17. 17 and 5 is 22. 22 and 4 is a 26. 26 and 7 is a 33. Let's just double check that. 4 and 3 is 7. 7 and 4 is 11. 11 and 9 is 20. 27. 27 would be 29. I did get a 33, so I pick up a 67 on the back 9. So a 73 and a 67. My 2-round total is a 140, folks. So that is History Maker Golf. This was from Palm and Orchid Golf Course in Kapalua, Hawaii. Part of Paul's Play Games tournament. And if you go to Facebook and go to Play Games, you'll see it. Some great guys in that group. Everyone's super positive. It's really a nice group to be a part of. That's all for now, guys. That is History Maker Golf.